Okay, well, thank you everyone so much for joining me today. My name is Kelly Sykes. I'm the marketing manager here at Accrue. So today we're going to talk about some campaigns that you can easily run this summer. So I'm going to say a little hello and then I'm going to turn my camera off so we can focus on the presentation. Let's turn that off. All right, let's get started. So promo paradise. Just a reminder that please have yourselves on mute just so we don't get any feedback. And if you have any questions, you can either ask them in the chat and we'll get back to you by email, or you can email your questions to marketing@accrue.com. All right, let's get started. So what are we going to talk about today? Just a quick overview. Just sort of ding, I want to make sure no one's trying to get in. Perfect. Just a quick overview. So one, why keeping in touch with customers matters. We're going to talk about how communications play a role in customer relationships, your marketing data, and then we're going to get into the fun stuff, the 4 campaigns that you can run this summer. But first, let's get back to the basics. So why? Why is it so important to be talking to your customers? What values do your customers bring to your business? In short answer, it's a lot. But first of all, they are your revenue generators. So customers are your source of revenue. Without them, this might sound cheesy, but without them, there would be no you. And with revenue comes business growth. So the happy, you know the saying, happy wife, happy life? Well, it kind of goes, happy customers, happy business. So if you meet or go beyond customers' expectations, their positive experiences can lead to recommendations and in turn, positive reviews. So that's going to then help with the brand reputation. So recommendations, positive reviews lead to a better brand reputation in the market. Customers become advocates through whether it be word of mouth, and that can enhance your brand's image. And the brand reputation gives you competitive advantage. An enhanced image gives you competitive advantage within the marketplace. So when you're prioritizing on customer satisfaction, you're more likely to have customers that are remaining loyal to your brand rather than going across the street to a similar business. That also plays into retention and loyalty. So did you know it actually costs less money to retain existing customers? According to Forbes, it can cost 5 to 7 times more to acquire a new customer. And of course, you want to consistently gain new customers, but putting in the time and effort towards pampering your current customers will lead to a big payoff. And lastly, I just wanted to touch on feedback and improvement. So customers are the one who can provide you with valuable feedback. And you don't want to look at this negatively at all. It's important to just actively listen to your customers' needs and concerns to help identify where to improve and better the overall experience. So this is the value that your customers bring to your business. Now, exactly how much impact does your customer's satisfaction, their happiness, have on your business's success? How does it tie together? So again, in a short answer, a lot. So according to a Zendesk Trends report, 73% of business leaders reported a direct link between customer service and business performance. So this just goes to show you why it's so important to continuously communicate with your customers. So now let's get into the role of communications. How that plays in with your customers. So there's kind of 3 main pillars when it comes to the role of communications. First of all, building trust. Communications help build trust, and especially from that first transaction with your customer. You want to establish a good relationship from the start. You want to build that credibility. So being open and transparent from the start. You're also creating connections, which then helps increase engagement and works towards that customer retention piece, which, as we mentioned before, it will cost less than just focusing on acquiring new customers. And of course, you're providing support to your customers, which is extremely important for your customers to feel heard and valued. So understanding your customers' needs will help you tailor experiences to both products and services. So it's the overall experience within your business. So we've gone into, the whys, but now let's talk about the hows. How do I communicate with my customers? Well, in this digital age, there are three main ways that businesses can communicate. And I'm sure that you've received these types of emails, texts, whatever it may be as well. So first of all, email. It's one of the most popular ways. And with this, it's, you can add more content, images, more call to actions. So email is a great way to send personalized messages to your customers. The next two ways are SMS and push notifications. So if you have your customer's phone number and you have their permission as well, that's very important, then you can either send a quick text to their phone with some copy and a link to where you want them to go. So it depends on what message, what action you want your customer to take. So to visit your website, to visit an offer page, to come into store and show them whatever code, whatever it may be. So that's one way on the phone for SMS, and then push notifications. So it's a secondary way, just a quick short notice to your customers. It's going to pop up as a notification on their phone. The piece with the phone is you want to use that accordingly, because of course you don't want to be pinging your customers nonstop. So you want to be wise about using the SMS and push notifications. But these are all three ways to communicate with your customers. And something very important that these three methods provide you is customer data. And not just any customer data, but their buying behavior, which in the end helps you further tailor their experience further tailor their experience and customize it with your business. But before we can collect all that, we need to send them a communication, right? So how? So let's get into your marketing data. So as I said, in order to send them communications, and depending on what type you want there, these are kind of four main pieces that you'd want when you have collecting customer data for communications. So their first name, last name, email, and phone number. So how can you collect the right data? How can you send these communications in the first place? Well, you may not realize it, but it's possible that you could already have this data that you need. So if you have either a CRM system, it's a customer relationship management system, that includes customer information, purchase history, preferences. So it's really extensive. Some other simple ways are, a newsletter or subscription to a blog. You might have that on a website, through your social. If you send out surveys and feedback forms, that's another way that you can gather their contact information and have them opt into communications as well. And if you have a CRM system, this information would also be stored within the system. Now, a fourth way is through a third-party data provider like here at Accrue. So we have customer information, transaction history, purchase frequency. So there's a lot of extensive information right in your program console if you are an Accrue merchant. Now, something very important to note is to please handle the data responsibly. So that means customer privacy and respecting regulations and consent. So we'll get into that in a little bit when it comes to one of the campaigns. But first, I just wanted to dive in a bit into your program data if you are an Accrue merchant. Just a little reminder that your program data is very, very powerful, and it's all the data that you have living right now within your program console. So it's your one stop for storing customer information, and you can segment customers on whether it be demographics or purchase behavior, and you have this ability to send personalized messaging. Also, customer history provides data that you would use for retention strategies, which we will get into in just a little bit. And I want to encourage as well card registration. So if you have just a gift only or a gift and e-gift program and you don't have a loyalty program, it might be a little more difficult, you may think, to get people to register their cards. But the thing is registering gift cards, it's not only beneficial for the customer, but it's beneficial for you as well because, well, one, it's helping the customer protect against loss or theft, and also they can track their transaction history. But it helps add that extra layer for customer loyalty when they've registered their card. And just a hot tip is to get your employees involved when it comes to encouraging card registration. So something as simple as quarterly staff training programs. It's a helpful reminder to your staff that when they see someone using your business's gift card, they can let them know, hey, it just takes a minute to pop onto our website and register your card so that you can keep track of the money on your card. You want them to treat that like a very important card within their wallet. And through all of that, you gain their information to be able to send valuable communications to them. So this is just how your program data plays into being able to send communications. So just a little friendly reminder for those on the call who are Crew merchants. All right, let's get into the fun stuff. So some easy, simple campaign ideas that you can run really today. So first, I'm going to go through the campaigns, and then I have a demo video on how you can set one up. So here at Crew, we use something called the Marketing Hub. You can set up these campaigns, whether it be through an email marketing tool. But if you're a Crew merchant, just a heads up, you can easily do this through the Marketing Hub, and you have access to it today. All you need is your client success rep to help you get set up. So we can always talk about that further from this call, but that's where we're going to be showing the demo video today. But first, the campaigns. So the birthday campaign, this is probably one of the most popular campaigns that businesses send out, but it's so effective. So what is it? Basically, you're sending an email to your customers that say, happy birthday, we're celebrating your birthday. And for this case, being a gift and loyalty provider, we're going to talk about what they can do with that gift card. So adding extra promo dollars onto that card. So you can do that. You can also, if you want to target a certain item or just an overall percentage off to your business, it's really up to you how to customize this campaign. So what's the benefit of a birthday campaign, let's say? So one, you're bettering your relationship with your customers. You're also encouraging repeat visits, and adding extra promo dollars will encourage increased spend. So adding that money will encourage customers, or they might not even realize it, that they're going to spend more than they had planned once they return to your business because they have extra money to spend. So what do your customers get? So your customers are going to receive a personalized email letting them know that the extra dollars were added to their gift and loyalty program or just gift card program, whatever it may be. And the great thing is these promo dollars are expirable. So that adds urgency to spend. So the birthday campaign, again, it's a fun, simple way to let your customers know, hey, we're thinking about you. Build that relationship and get them back to your business. So that's the first one, your birthday campaign. Now, the next one is an inactivity campaign. So this is where we're playing into that retention piece. So basically, an inactivity campaign is you're trying to win customers back who have been inactive for a certain amount of time. So usually the cadence is it's been 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, and 24 months. Now, something very important to keep in mind is according to CASL, which is the Canadian anti-spam legislation, you can communicate with customers from up to 24 months after they purchase something from you. So this is called implied consent. So that's your window that if the customer has been inactive, that's your window to try and win them back. So you are, again, encouraging your customers to return to your business, and adding extra promo dollars is going to push them to come back and spend. So what would your customers get? Just like the birthday promo, a personalized email with the dollars added and letting them know the expiry date of when the promo dollars do expire, because you want to add urgency. You want them to come back and spend. So inactivity is a great way to try and win back customers. You're playing into that retention piece, which we had mentioned is one of the pieces of data that you can just easily get from your program console, their transaction activity at your business. Next is the registration campaign. Now, I love this campaign for many reasons. First of all, let's go back to when we're talking about card registration. Card registration, as I said, you want to get your staff involved. Now, adding a promo onto a campaign around card registration, this gives your staff an easy reason to tell people to register. It goes further than just, hey, we recommend you register your card with, the standard reasons. It's, hey, register your card and we're going to throw 5, 10, however amount you want to set it at, extra dollars onto your card just for registering, just for taking 1 minute out of your day and registering your card. So that's one piece on why I love it, because it helps your staff get involved. The second piece is you are building and strengthening that relationship from the start with your customers. It's kind of like they say, start off on the right foot. Don't let the relationship go stale. You've had your first transaction. Now keep the conversation going. Keep the relationship going. And again, you're encouraging repeat visits, and the extra promo dollars encourage a return and increased spend. And something else to note, that if you just have a gift or e-gift program and you're thinking of going to loyalty, it is really, really important to get people back to your business more often. You want to create, you want to make it sticky. So sticking those promo dollars, sticking to it for this campaign is really important, because the action is you want them to keep using that card. And especially if you're planning to go up to a loyalty program, this is a great way to kind of start to build that base for your program. So what do your customers get? They received, again, a personalized email. It's so simple, so easy to do, with dollars added to their card, how many, the expiry date, all in one email. And you can customize it to however you want. But registration, probably one of my favorite campaigns. Now, the last campaign is just a balance update. And you may think, okay, what's so special about this? It's the most simple campaign that you can send out. So you're basically just reminding customers of their card balance. But something that's very important, and we talked about earlier about support and transparency, is this is exactly what you're doing with your customers. You're being transparent about, hey, you have a gift card to our business, and this is how much money you have on that. So when you're reminding people like, hello, this card is in your wallet, you have money on it, come and spend. So it's going to encourage them to come back and spend. I know for myself, I've had a gift card before that I've forgotten about. And once I got notice that, hey, you have a card here, I have gone onto their website, just like we have in the example email here, just link your website, gone onto their website and shopped around, because I was like, oh, right, like I have money to spend, let's spend it. So they'll just receive an email that's personalized to them with their card balance. And again, I recommend you can add, hey, we have a special going on here, link it to your website, come in store for this, whatever you want. But this is just a really simple campaign as a reminder that you have money to our business. All right, so demo time. So let's see how to set one of these campaigns up. So we're going to go over to a video of setting them up, as I mentioned, on the Marketing Hub. Now you can do this on your email marketing tool, whatever, if you have something set up as well. But just a reminder, Accrue merchants do have access to the Marketing Hub, so they can easily set one up on here. So this is the home page of the Marketing Hub. So you're just going to click Create Campaign, and you're going to add the campaigning. So we're going to do birthday email for this one, a birthday campaign. So be specific as possible, and we're just going to target August birthdays. You can do month by month, you can do throughout the year, it's whatever you'd like. So you have your start date and time, and you also have your campaign type. So one time is just like a one and done, automated as you set it, and the Marketing Hub is going to scrub for data for customers to target. So we'll get into that in a second. But first, let's set our start date and time. So if it's just August, we'll do August 1st. It's very easy just to set that up, and then we'll set it up for started at 8 in the morning. And then the end date. Again, you don't have to set an end date, but because we're just doing this for August birthdays, we'll set it for end of August. So again, frequency. So the Marketing Hub scrubs for data because it's integrated into your program console every 45 minutes. So you're setting the frequency for how often you want the Marketing Hub to go and look at that data they scrubbed to find more customers to target. So you can do hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, and that sets it for, okay, it's been this amount of time. Let's see if there's any more customers to target. So for this one, we're going to set it to hourly because, hey, someone could register today and it could be their birthday. So why not? Let's treat them. So then you just set that and save and next. Next, your automation. So within the Marketing Hub, we have it set up that you can just choose the automation. So for birthday, and the Marketing Hub knows what type of email this is going to be. So save and edit creative. And for the actions, so we're funding a promo. So all you have to do is just set the fund promo action, and then you use the buttons to toggle however much you want. So we'll do $5. And then, as I mentioned before, promo dollars are expirable. So we are going to give till the end of September for them to use these promo dollars. So you just set this expiry date and time. And then you click save. And then the next action you want to take is send email. So depending on the language preference, you either choose English or French. And then we also have templates already pre-built that you can kind of start off as a starting point to build an email. So we'll do the birthday, and we're going to save that, and then we're going to edit the creative. So this is what the birthday template looks like. You have your subject and preview line already in there. You have images, copy. So all you'd have to do is just go change the image to your logo. You can keep the hero image. And then within the copy, so we already have the first name as a merge tag. So that means that the Marketing Hub knows to just whatever data they pulled, that's the first name they're going to add in. And the same thing for your company card, for the company name rather. So it's how you set it up within the Marketing Hub. All you need to do is just change the promo dollar amount. So we did 5, and then the expiry date as well. So that's all you have to change for copy if you want to. I mean, adjust, customize however you want. On the footer, you can add your social. And then we also already have the permission and the unsubscribe link. So you have to have this in an email. The permission, again, it's you set it up when you set up the Marketing Hub, but it tells customers why they are receiving this email. So that's very important. And you also always have to have a way for customers to unsubscribe. So that's why the unsubscribe link is in there. So then you just save it, and then we recommend sending yourself a test email so that it looks good. It's going to hit the customer's inbox how you want it to. And once you're happy with it, everything's good to go, just save, and then you're going to go back to campaign. So review the campaign name, start date, the frequency you're happy with, and then all you have to do is toggle from draft to publish. So do you want this to go live? Yes. And then there you go. That's all you have to do. Your campaign is going to start on August 1st. It's going to end on August 31st, and it's going to target card users who registered that have a birthday within the month of August. And as I mentioned, the program console, for those approved merchants, the program console is integrated into the Marketing Hub. So that data is going to talk to one another, and the Marketing Hub scrubs it every 45 minutes. So that's how often that's why hourly is the basis as to how often you can send out to new customers to target. So this is just a little test email as to how the final product would look. Just from the template we went off. So I switched out the logo, happy birthday test, because it's our test email, and just, we added the $5 promo. And as you can see at the bottom, when I mentioned the permissions and the unsubscribe link, that's how it looked on the bottom. So you are receiving this email because. So it's really important to have that. Now, after you sent out the email, very important, track your metrics, like your open rates, your click rates. If you have multiple links within your email, check out which are the top links clicked. What are people interested in? What's doing best? And you can see kind of where you're performing and where you might want to make some changes. Of course, your client success rep is available to help you better understand campaign outcomes in the next step. Also, just to note, the Marketing Hub does collect data from your campaign. So we have that transaction data that you can work with your client success rep to understand this. So we do recommend just setting up those quarterly checkups with your rep to see how things are going. It's a little special addition as well that I wanted to mention is in the Marketing Hub, we do have email, but also SMS and push notifications will be a feature added to the Marketing Hub this year. So By the end of the year, you're going to have access to email, SMS, and push notifications that you can easily send out to your customers with any of these types of campaigns. So if you'd like another walkthrough of setting up a campaign on the Marketing Hub, just simply email marketing@accrue.com or your client success rep, and we can get that going for you. So thank you so much for joining me today. As I mentioned, I will be sending out this webinar so you can refer back to it. I'll recap the 4 campaigns for you. If you have any questions, just send an email to marketing@accrue.com and I'll be happy to help you. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.